We are out here spitting. We don't have to start like immediately, but yeah.
Yeah. So what are we doing? We're going to your drama, or we're going to?
Oh, why does it gotta be about my drama, dog? No. This is something that's really been bothering me because it like gets me in my like it grabs me when I'm like driving by myself, and it makes me want to hate him a little bit. So here's something that our producer Blake Woodrow, his mother is British. Okay. All right.
Do you call her mum?
No. Wait.
Shit.
No. Hold on. Listen. This is where I have a bone to pick with him. So I asked him, when I find out his mother's British, I go, like, so does she like, she's lived here most of her life, does she have the accent?
Yeah.
Which, if you know anything about accents or anything like that, it's that up until the age of 6, if you live in a certain region or area that has an accent or something like that,
tongue gets trained or whatever.
You get stuck with that for the rest of your life, regardless of where you move to from then. Like people with southern accents in the South, up until the age of 6, if you don't catch it, like
you could be making this shit up. I don't know.
No.
I'm just assuming whatever.
No.
Sure.
This is
fuck it.
So knowing this information with my GED. And with my GED, I've asked him several times. I'm like, so does your mom have a British accent? And his response is this. He goes, I don't know because I don't hear it. No. Exactly. My brain doesn't question him. Inside of my brain, I go, bro, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, I know my mom has an accent, bro. Like,
okay. Wait. Okay. Right. I told you I was coming in hot, right? Okay. Now, your logic.
This motherfucker's full of shit.
Yeah, your logic.
Holy shit.
Yeah, your logic is going, this doesn't make any sense. So I have a question for you. What do British people sound like to you? Because you don't hear it, you fuck? Like, I don't understand, okay? I need to understand this, and I need your logic because I can't battle him alone, okay?
All right. I want to hear your British accent.
Here comes an answer you're gonna hate.
Oh.
I can't hear my mom's accent, and just about every other person, I can hear their accent like a normal British person.
Okay.
It is exclusively
that's
my mom.
That's not the answer I want.
That's what I'm saying.
Could you question him right now, because I literally don't know what to say to that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna tell me that there's not like a specific word that your mom says that's a little bit different than the way you say it?
Thank you.
I can only remember, I think, 2 words. I don't remember one of them. One of them I definitely remember was yellow. Yellow, when my mom said it once. It was really just once. I was like, you said yellow really? She was like, yellow. But it sounded like it to me. But then like no other words.
Does she call her boots wellies?
When she goes to the bathroom, does she call it the loo?
No.
Or the toilet?
She is very Americanized. Like, she's pretty much like...
So how long has she been here then? Wait.
Like 26, 27 years or so, and she
has
like half her life.
Yeah.
She has
to have an accent. Like, she has to.
Fuck
I don't give a fuck. The fact that he says I don't hear it, fucking
I
hurts
hate this man.
I hate him. I hate him for saying this, because there is no possible way that you cannot clearly hear a British accent. Like I said, what do British people sound like to you? Normal? Like your mom?
Dog, British people literally sound like British people, and my mom sounds like an American.
Okay, so now, I asked you a question. I've asked you this question several times. Does she have an accent? And you said, I don't hear it.
Yes, but I don't hear it. Yes, but I don't hear it.
So it's no. So she doesn't have an accent.
Have you heard her talk?
No, she liked my Facebook post the other day, and
like, feel British.
Yeah, and I was like, your British mom.
British?
Did she like in British? Yeah.
Does
she fancy it?
Does she fancy my fat?
Yeah. If she liked the photo,
she fancied
say
it.
blue. Yeah, Adele Woodrow fancied your profile picture.
Okay,
yeah.
If someone else is speaking to your mother, okay,
do
they ever go, are you from Britain?
all the time. And when I was
this motherfucker's really upsetting me right now.
When I was,
I'm so bad.
This was since I was like 5 years old. I would go up to my mom. I was literally 5 years old, and people would always come up to her, and like we'd be at a gas station, we'd be at Wendy's, wherever we go. They'd always go, "Oh, I hear you have an accent. Where are you from?" And my brother and I would both turn to my mom. We'd always be like, "Why do they keep saying that?"
Huh.
I
From
swear,
a young
you know how
age,
people are
though.
colorblind.
Well, hold on. Did you call your? Do you call your mom mum?
No. I have like little.
Do you say
to,
mother?
No.
Come hither, mother.
No. But here's something
Fucking
that
Shakespeare.
here's something that might make you even more mad.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
I'm fucking pissed.
There was one day I went to Tampa. I was going to this was in college. We were going out partying, having a good time. One day, randomly, and I'm just having a normal day, just hanging out with people like this. 2 people came up to me within like 30 minutes of each other. They have no clue who I am, and they asked, "Are you British?" 2 people, like on the same day, like out of nowhere.
Huh.
And I was like, "No, why? Why do you ask?" And they're like, "Because I could hear like a accent."
Huh.
Okay,
Dude.
Blake.
I'm fucking done with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm so fucking like.
Holy
Thank
fuck.
you. Thank you.
I
thought I was
random
insane.
people were walking by, and motherfucker, I speak in, like we spoke a bunch of times, bro. I've never gone, "Oh, you sound a little British." I've been to the UK. I fucking know. Like I've been around British people.
Yeah.
You do not sound like a British person, and I don't know shit about your mom, but her likes are probably kind of British.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But-
lie. When I speak to your mom, I'm gonna yell in excitement when I be like, "I knew this bitch was British."
Oh, it's
like, I fucking knew she had a fucking accent.
No, it's very
This
obvious.
motherfucker's
It's very
retarded.
obvious. It's very obvious to people.
No,
People
I
all
think the
time.
way people are colorblind, you don't hear
Like
your
tone deaf?
That's how you are with your mom.
Tone deaf with my mom.
You're accent deaf.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
okay,
good way
wait a
for you
minute.
to
Okay,
explain
something's
it. I mean,
happening
this
here.
is-
Yes, we're creating.
All right, hold
This
on,
has been
hold on.
reality for me this
So-
whole time. This is a
hold
good way
on.
for you guys to now cope with my.
So
fucking-
my Spanish doesn't sound 100% Dominican, but it has like because my parents used to live in different countries, like they lived in Venezuela and shit like that, and like they were raised to speak a certain type of Spanish, so they don't sound like Dominican Spanish, like traditional.
It sounds
Dominican
like a
Spanish.
convoluted version of.
It's not as convoluted. It's like it's just cleaner. It's like more like telenovela style shit.
Yeah, well,
Like
you know
a
what's
little bit of that soap opera style, like one type of language for all.
You know what's funny? In
Yeah.
Honduras, where I'm from and I was born in. Surprise, I'm not white.
Get the fuck out of here, Mr. Harris.
It's crazy.
Fuck out of here.
Your last name is Harris? Yeah. Anyways, so let's not talk about it. In Honduras, something that I noticed as growing up, and my cousin brought this up, is that he was like, if you notice out of Latin America and Central America and like South America, which is Latin America, we don't have an accent. Hondurans. Like the way I know that I'm speaking to another Honduran, it's not like I could hear a Dominican. I could hear a Dominican from a mile away.
See,
I could hear
that's what I'm talking about. This is why I mentioned that, because I feel like what you're doing right now is saying, you know what? The people in my country don't have an accent, but other people do.
No, what I'm saying is that we're the closest thing.
I don't believe
As
that. I don't fucking agree with that.
Okay, wait, you fucking Islander.
Whoa.
So hold on.
Whoa. You know, with your vo, nobody uses
here's
vo.
the thing.
You fucking
Here's the thing.
whack, bro.
He's talking about no. He's
Your
talking
country
about
sucks.
that's
Your-
a derogatory way of speaking. That not a derogatory way of
vo?
speaking. That's a
improper.
it's an improper way of
informal,
speaking.
whatever.
So like, if you were to hear me speak to my parents, like I don't go, hey boss. You know what I'm saying? Because that's fucking rude. So like I speak to my parents like in proper, like what you would consider proper English. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
like
speak,
some dude comes from the shit like, what's up? They don't have
yeah,
that shit.
like in
"Good
Honduras
morning,
they
father."
say, which is really funny, you know, like in Honduras how they greet each other is like this is how I know I'm speaking to Honduras based on the words that they use, not the accent that they're using. Do you understand? That's what I mean. Is that so the verbiage is more important. So like if I hear them say boss and then I hear them say come mierda and then I hear them say hijo de puta, I'm like, oh, that's my people. He just said that all in one sentence. Like, you know what I mean? Like
commas,
so
yeah.
yeah. So like I so like that's what I mean by like I can't, like if you talk to a Mexican, like you clearly know, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're
Look,
talking to a Mexican. You
Look,
know what I mean?
this is what I'm
A
thinking.
Colombian.
It's funny because I was having this conversation not that long ago about how like all right, if you're in DR or even fucking Mexico, wherever you want to pick, bro, like those places have so many different accents depending on the region that you like exist in. Like wherever you live at, they have all these different accents depending on the region. So, you know, at the end of the day and shit like that, like it's really even hard to tag somebody from a specific country because you only know the people that have the accent from a certain region of that country. So like, for example, Dominican Republic, you're going to get the accent from the cities, but you're not going to get the accent from the countryside. But if you listen to somebody from the countryside, they won't sound shit like that. That's why I was just thinking that this fool's mom probably doesn't like, okay, well, when I was in the UK, there was like different accents.
Yeah, there's like British the posh, accent. There's posh, there's like Northern
there's
English.
This, yeah,
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Yeah. So something that's like really weird is that my mom was one of 6, and her sister, my aunt, had.
By the way, I love that you just said after we just talked for a minute and he had a chance to think. He goes, "I'm ready for this."
Because okay, I've been.
Go on, yeah.
No, I'm just letting you know about
6, your mom's
about accents. Yeah, she's one of 6. But anyways, my I guess cousin that would be. I guess my cousin. No, she's like number 5. My cousin has an accent that is like really thick, like almost like a Welsh, like a really strong accent that you can't even like. And but her mom doesn't have it, her father doesn't have it, and like no one else in the family has it. Yeah. She just picked up this really thick accent. And so like I can't even tell what she's saying. Like it takes me at least a week to warm up to her, and then I can tell what she's saying because it's like so thick sometimes. And then they had a kid, and the kid has like a posh, really proper English, like a really refined English. And it's crazy. There's like 3-4 different accents between like
I remember
3 generations.
Yeah, they have, dude. Like I seen there's one that I call like the Amy Winehouse, which is like kind of like real hood. Like if you hear it, you know it. It's like, you know, they have that like they cut shit. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it sounds like like fucking bloody butt, you know what I mean? That that shit, like it feels like it's cut like like that shit, man. Like so they have their little accents and shit, like bro, that whole but like again, you know, depending I guess where you're from, right? It could be that like, you know.
Yeah, she probably doesn't have a strong British accent because maybe she's not from
not from a place that fucking exaggerates the shit out of their accent.
Yeah, well also like
London is different, you know, than
Mark Norman said this about he's a comedian, comedy. Check out the podcast Tuesdays with Stories. Mark Norman is from New Orleans, and he's like everyone in his family has like, you know, like they all have like a southern like Cajun accent, not a Cajun accent, but like I don't know if he said Cajun, but like they have that southern draw of like New Orleans, and he was very conscious of it, he said, and like he goes, I remember being like, I don't want to talk like that, so like he doesn't have that. You know what I mean? So like I think like personally, like I said, like for like Hondurans and stuff like that, we have I think not the best proper Spanish, but because we were conquered by Spain, we have the closest thing to Castellano in comparison. Like
for example, I like
not that street
like
shit, not that,
again
not,
same
not
shit.
like,
but I think I always said like Colombians are on top of the game. Like if you hear Venezuelan Colombians, they have a really fucking like clean ass Spanish.
Argentinians,
like I understand, like when I say clean ass Spanish to me, because it's too hard. Like it's not Spain Spanish, because Spain Spanish is completely different, right?
Yeah.
So clean ass Spanish to me is that it's a Spanish that no matter what country you're from, you hear it and you go, oh, I understand exactly what he's saying.
Correct.
That's the only way I put it. You know what I mean? Because if you go to Mexico, like there's some people that speak this real proper Spanish. Like in Mexico, fucking proper as fuck. Right? And then they're like, no mames, güey, ¿qué pasa, chingado? And you're like, whoa, what the fuck just happened, bro?
To me, that's...
I fucking love it.
Yeah, to me, that's what I hear a Mexican accent. But like, then you hear, like I said, like you hear different versions of that.
Telenovela,
like,
bro.
Like I'll be honest with you, like one of my favorite shows is called Money Heist on Netflix. And it's called Casa de Papel. And I can't watch the Spain version of it. Like, I'd rather watch it dubbed in
seen
English
it in Spanish, and it was kind of weird.
Because I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, because, like, I don't understand it. It's so funny.
It's just like British. That's basically British. Like, Spain Spanish is basically British English to America.
That's how, yeah.
Like, you're going to be like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, that's
bro,
funny. Yeah.
Bro, did I tell you that I, like... All right, so I was in the UK, and we get there when you're gonna go see like the clock and shit, like Big Ben or whatever the fuck. Yeah. You go
Ben Roethlisberger from the Pittsburgh.
What you
Sorry.
What you want to do is like London is super expensive to go into. So there's all these tolls that'll charge your arm and a leg when you get there. So what everybody does is that they park far away and they take a train into London. And then you can just walk around and not have to worry with traffic, finding spots and doing all that shit. Right? Makes sense. So you go in there, boom, and you're fucking pulling up. And before you go up in the train station, there's all these bathrooms, all this shit, all these tunnels. And there's like cops and shit walking around the tunnels because it's after all the terrorist attacks and all this shit that happened. So I'm just chilling over there. My cousin goes inside, like to the bathroom. You have to pay like a fucking $1 or whatever to go to the bathroom.
To go to the loo.
Yeah.
£1
like, where's
for
the
the loo.
where's the toilet? And but so they go. He goes. So I'm like, I'm not going. I'm just gonna chill out here, and I'm just standing there. And these two police officers walk by, and they look at me. and They go, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Fucking, do I look like there's anything wrong with me? Like, you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they just walked away, and I'm like, fuck is wrong with that guy asking me if I'm all right? Of course I'm all right, bro. I'm just standing here fucking minding my business. That's just how they say hi.
What? What?
Yeah.
That's
how
what I'm
he said
saying.
hello?
That's
That's
an
what I'm
equal.
saying. His
Listen,
point
listen.
of view of that would have been like, I was just asking this guy a question.
Yeah. So think about it, and that's exactly what happened. While they were walking away, the one cop looks at the other one and goes, "Hey, what did you say to him?" Because he's like, I was visually disappointed. Like I was visually like, you know. And he goes, "Hey, what did you say?" He goes, "I just asked him if he's all right." And then he just kept walking, and they were like, whatever about it. And they heard I have an American accent, so obviously they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
They're like, okay,
yo,
like I don't know.
what's good, son?
Like I guess Americans are just aggressive. But look, are you all right? It's the same thing as how are you?
Yeah, yeah.
How are you?
That's so.
Isn't that
interesting.
exactly the same thing? Like how are you? How are you? Like how are you feeling? Are you all right? Like how are you know? Same exact shit.
They
for them.
just suggest it for you.
Yeah.
They
Are
give
you all right?
it makes it an easier answer. Because if you ask someone, how are you
like,
feeling?
yeah.
That opens up a whole world of
Yeah, yeah.
possibilities. British people don't want to talk about feelings
That-
at all.
No.
So they
No,
ask
they
you,
don't.
are you all right? Because they know they're going to get a yes or a no.
Mhm.
And that's it.
They're interesting. As
You
fuck,
all right?
bro?
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
as warm.
You
That's
all
it.
right? Yeah.
That's it.
First of all,
They're
one
not
of my
gonna-
favorite jokes, Paul Jamil's, I don't know how you say his last name, but Paul Jamil's, he lived in Texas and then he moved to South Florida and he moved to Miami, and he used to tell this joke where he goes, man, in Texas, like, excuse me means excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like literally means excuse me, ma'am. Like, I'll let you through. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
Yeah.
You know? And in Florida, I found out really quick that those are fighting words. Like, you know what I'm saying? Excuse
Oh.
me.
Bro.
Yeah. Excuse me are fighting words in
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like if you're in New York, a horn is like, hey, you know, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
In South Florida, a horn is like, yo, you got a fucking problem? Like, yo, like, get
Yeah,
the
son.
fuck out of my fucking way, homie. And it's
Yeah.
just like, dude, like,
Yeah.
like, did this guy just fucking beep his horn at me twice?
Yeah. He
And
did.
the New York is like, beep, beep, excuse me. Oh. It's like,
yeah,
it's
that's
all
so
good.
funny. I actually noticed that. That's so funny. Yeah, that
You hear it all the time. You walk
Yeah,
around the city. It's
everywhere.
beep, 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 beep. As everybody just warning, hey, man, watch out. You're about to hit me. That's it.
Hey.
Over here, they're like, hey, fuck, right about to fucking hit you. Get
Yeah,
the
I'm about
fuck
to
out of
pull
my
a
way,
gun.
bro.
Bah, bah.
Bam, bam. Yeah, you don't want to do none of that
Yeah.
shit. Bro,
What about Chicago? What were they doing in Chicago? What was it?
Yeah, what is that?
What were some...
Chicago is very polite. Everyone's really polite.
yeah.
yeah, Midwest. It's the
Like
Midwest.
people get
yeah.
yeah, it's still the Midwest. That's the one thing I loved about Chicago is that it still had that Midwest charm where people were like really nice to each other. But you would like me, like when me and Matt lived there, like we always used to say, I'm like, Chicago isn't like New York. Like when you think of like think of like New York mobsters. You know what I'm saying? They're super aggressive in like New York. You know what I'm saying? And like Chicago, it's like, hey, we're all friends. Hey, we're all hanging out. Hey, we'll shake hands. You know what I'm saying? Hey, money over here in my pocket. Hey, I'm robbing you over here.
hey, you know what?
Hey, we're all just friends. Hey,
Bro.
hey. Yeah, like we always said that Chicago is the city that you don't realize that it has a bunch of free shit that you can do and like hang out in like the city and stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that.
tell me about that
But
shit.
you don't realize that like Chicago is taking like nothing's free.
Nah.
Nothing's free in this world, okay? Like you get to go to the lake and hang out at the lake and you're like, oh, this is free. And I'm like, and along the way the city's like, hey, $3. Hey,
You know, yeah,
hey,
you're
hey,
walking
know,
by,
like,
you know,
hey,
I'm
you
walking
want-
over here.
Yeah,
You need
I
that
was
shit.
walking over here. Get $1. Hey, you hungry? Get a hot dog, $6. Hey, next thing you know, you're like, my walk to the lake cost me $70. Yeah, the next thing you're like, Chicago really can fuck you, you know?
Bro.
Like, god damn. And
Dude,
that's the thing about it.
I was honestly amazed when I got to Chicago. I stayed with you for a week to let the viewers, listeners know. I stayed with Frank over a week, like a couple of years back, and I went to the grocery store, though, and the groceries, like the meat was like $1 a pound. Here, it'll be like $2, $3, $4 a pound.
Yeah.
It was like cheap meat. All the groceries were cheaper than any grocery I'd ever seen
Really?
before.
Bro, well, because it's the Midwest. And so, and also, the
what is it? Because they
store-
get more shit? Like, it's easier to get shit there?
He
Like, what's
also-
the story?
He also forgot to tell you that the grocery store that he was going to was his Mexican grocery store. That was
Oh,
across the
okay.
street.
Nah, bro.
And like the Spanish grocery
You would have
stores,
people, man. You would have
even
raza,
in America,
homie.
no, even in South Florida, I'm gonna tell you this right
You
now.
could.
You want to get cheap meat?
Go to
Go to Hispanic grocery store. You'll find pork chop for
That fool
$1.50.
cut
You
it for
go
you
to
in a spot,
Publix,
yeah.
you about to get robbed, dog. Like straight up, and like that's just
Yeah, you don't own a
reality.
bunch
So,
of big buildings without
bro,
making profit, bro.
Let me tell you something, though, bro. Bro, sometimes, and he's saying $1, bro. I would walk in there, bro, with like $6, and I'd walk out with for 69 cents a pound of beef. So I'd walk out with 3 pounds of beef for like $2.50, fucking $2.80 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'd buy a pack of tortillas,
With
a 20 pack of tortillas.
maybe beef.
Yeah, no, it's
nah,
no.
nah, I know it's good shit.
No, it's
Nah,
it's
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, like
It's
yeah. It's good.
listen.
I mean,
But those motherfuckers eat like tongues
Taco
and cheek
Bell.
and shit. So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
what
even
I'm
know
saying?
how
Like,
you know like.
for 69 cents
Bro.
a
Like-
pound,
like-
you know
like-
what you're getting.
I never
like
did I ever
Taco
tell you?
Bell is like pretty good standard quality meat.
It's
Nah,
it's
that's
actually
pretty
mostly
good.
soybean. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's
I
like
don't
soy
think-
product.
Yeah, I remember I knew a person that worked at Taco Bell and they're like, you know what's the secret ingredient for Taco Bell? I'm like, what? It's like water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water
water
the
to
beans,
everything.
water to everything. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that shit?
Yeah,
They're
heat
like,
it up. Yeah, and that's why it's so funny.
Add
that,
water.
Like, I love watching these like TikTok videos of people exposing
Mhm.
Wendy's. They're like, this is how they make their stuff, and I'm like,
Like,
look,
yeah.
it's in a bag, and they'll like walk into the freezer and be like, look, this is where your nacho cheese comes from a bag, and I'm like,
Like,
I
yeah.
know.
Like, yeah.
I don't go to Taco Bell and go.
Where's the chef?
Yeah.
Bring him out here.
Yeah,
Let's talk about this food.
Yeah,
Like,
these
what the fuck?
ingredients aren't fresh. Like, no, motherfucker. It's
Yeah,
one of the
are these locally sourced ingredients? Do you have?
like, get the fuck
yeah.
out of here, bro. These kids are like, look how Wendy's works. Look how I'm like, yeah, I know.
Dude,
I
look.
know. You guys make $7.50 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect you to be flipping burgers back there.
Like killing the game. No.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Bro,
I'm sorry, guys.
So yo, remember I was telling you like, all right, have you ever tried a tongue taco?
Yeah, Mexican.
You tried it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
So
fire.
check this out. Have you ever tried a tongue taco? Okay. So this is my situation, right? So I go to this Mexican spot
You
and
don't
I
like
was
tongue.
like, well, motherfucker, it's tongue. Like, I don't know. So I go to this Mexican spot and I'm fucking open-minded as fuck and I've been going there for years, right? So I would always go in. I'm like, you know what, bro? Just let me get something new. I don't know. I always eat the same shit. You know how I am. I wear the same shit all the time. I fucking eat the same shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. So I go. I'm like, you know what? Let me get something different. He goes, you ever tried tongue? And I'm like, yeah, never tried it, but fuck it, bro. I'll go in. Dude, these guys made me tongue. And you know what that shit tastes like?
Tongue.
Like fucking tongue.
It's rubbery.
Do you see where I'm coming from? Like,
It's
not a lot of
rubbery.
shit. Like, I would think, like, like you take a cow and you like cook it a certain way, and then I'm sure that if I walk up to a cow and I fucking bite a cow, it doesn't taste like a burger. You know what I mean? But I'm sure if I walk up to a cow and take a tongue and just eat that shit, it's gonna taste just like that fucking taco. Like, it's just this soft, mushy. Like, you bite your tongue, that's what it is.
Listen,
That shit fucked me up a little
you
bit.
aren't lying, and I'll tell you something really interesting. So, when I was a kid, my grandmother, that was like a thing. All right, like we used to eat tongue and stuff like that, and things you don't realize
you see what
that
I'm saying?
shit's
You see
like
that shit?
this shit's like this big. Okay,
These motherfuckers are eating
it's a
tongue,
big
like-
ass tongue, and like you
Eat the
have
other
to-
parts, man.
So like you have to boil it.
I know. It's
You have
fucked.
to boil it, and then what happens is that like the part of your like tongue, like that top part of like skin that's like scaly or whatever, like the top part, all of that part is on the tongue of the cow, and they burst.
Yeah, they get big. Like,
And yeah, well, under the skin of like that tongue, that first layer, it bursts and they get little like pockets of like water and bubbles, and it bursts, and then you peel that off, and then once it's done boiling, once it's done boiling, you cut it up and you slice it, and you make it in
hearing
like
this shit?
tomato sauce and onions and shit.
Are you
And,
hearing this?
It's actually like when I was a kid, I
Listen,
hated that
he's
shit.
about
But
to
that
say
shit
something
is
fucked
actually
up.
fire.
There it is.
What?
There it is.
What?
It's actually fire. There it is. That's
Listen,
the
man.
part that I didn't want to hear. It's fucking gross.
It wasn't like I hated it when I was a kid, but as an adult, it's not that bad.
We in college, I lived, like they were on our team was a couple Russians, Like he was like 27 years old on the team, and then he had his wife with him, or they might have been girlfriend at the time. And they used to have these ducks that lived around the house, that were just living, just walking around. And then one time I go over to their place, and there's a little bit less ducks, and I'm like, "What you guys eating
like,
for lunch?" And they're
here,
like,
man.
"We're having duck."
Is this a true story? Is this real?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's natural. I mean, that's just the way the game goes.
Like
the wild ducks?
backyard ducks that just hang out.
No,
the
it was
random
just a coincidence because they had just gone to the store and got duck hearts, and they were making like duck heart soup because that's like good in Russian.
What the
And there
fuck?
just were less ducks that
Again,
day.
more power to them or whatever, but fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not a chicken liver guy.
Bro. Yo, just to say, changing the subject real quick. I'm going away from the liver and shit and the hearts.
You brought it up, bitch.
No,
Like,
I said I'm walking away from it, and I'm walking away. So let's go. So people, this, yeah.
So what you been learning? Dog?
Oh yeah,
Like,
so
like,
yeah.
tell me that, like,
I want
you've
to,
been GD.
No. This is just some shit that I learned the other day, and it's kind of been fucking with me. I didn't know these things.
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Bro, fun facts about koalas.
People say I look like a koala.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
about
that?
right.
You
Yeah,
see it?
yeah.
You see the resemblance?
And now that you hear the fun facts about it, it'll make more sense. One, they have 2 vaginas. This motherfucker is like, of course, you ain't fuck a koala before.
Word.
You never get some of that koala pussies.
First of all, are there male and female koalas?
Yeah,
But the female
the
has,
female's got 2 pussies,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, like
3 holes.
like the male koala can have sex with the female koala in any of those holes and
Yeah, you
get her
gotta
pregnant.
pick a pussy. I think I don't know how that shit works.
You didn't go that far in the
So it
research.
turns out marsupials are like animals that just have double pussies. I fucking did not know that. There's like a lot of marsupials that have double pussies.
And a koala is a marsupial.
Correct.
Okay, what else is a marsupial? Like a beaver. A beaver's a marsupial.
What
right?
what else is a fucking marsupial?
Hey, Greenbank, can you Google it?
Yeah, I'll
Like,
look up
nah.
a list of marsupials, but
Like nah.
Yeah, what's a marsupial, first of all?
And what's up with the double vagina situation? And then
Okay, you didn't go that far. You were just like, yo, that's wild. And then
yeah,
you're
this is
like,
fucked.
you're like, all right.
Well,
all
that's
right.
why because I'm like I didn't know that. I didn't even know those animals going around with 2 vaginas. That's just not a fucking thing that I knew.
That is.
I thought it was just a one hole situation, like
Yeah,
for
seahorses-
anything that walks around like that.
Seahorses like make their own babies.
But
like
they
male
have
ones.
double vaginas though.
Yeah, double
Yeah,
vagina is pretty dope.
seahorses, the males give birth.
Yeah,
So well-known marsupials include kangaroos,
yeah,
wallabies,
yeah,
koalas,
yeah.
opossums.
Oh,
Double vagina possums?
Yeah.
that's interesting. And we gotta find out which one's got the double vaginas because that's really changing the game, bro. Maybe we can use that genetic fucking gene splicer situation and get some double vaginas on these broads. The strip club's gonna be full.
That's interesting.
Because you would
I
want to
didn't
go
know
see
that.
it. You would want to go see it. Oh, you'll see it.
Get that CRISPR pussy.
I'm
dog.
gonna
That CRISPR
I'm
kicks it-
gonna
it
do a
kicks
Google
fucking ass.
deep dive on double vagina
Yeah.
koalas later
Yeah.
because that's super interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
David Attenborough, what the fuck?
Get on top of your shit.
Jesus, like let a brother know.
That's on David Attenborough's OnlyFans, dog. You gotta pay extra for that. It's on his Patreon.
Yeah,
You gotta pay for exclusive shit.
Yeah.
For, like, I don't want to
That's David Attenborough after dark, dog. That's the
All right, yo. Ready? Next fun fact about koalas. They're dumb as fuck. I mean, it's scientifically proven.
Okay,
Like
I'm a koala.
you could look at its brains and it's smoother than an animal that thinks a lot. Because when animals think a lot, they have all these extra folds in their brain, so like the neurons can get from point A to point B faster. The more folds, they're like more intelligent or whatever the fuck. That's probably a lie, but we'll find out. But right, so like they say they have a really smooth brain, so they're dumb as fuck. So I'm like, well, I mean that doesn't mean they're dumb, right?
They just need to
No,
know a certain amount of
But
information to
no.
exist.
No, well, this is the thing. Like, I mean, that could be dumb right there. I only know the information I need to exist. Dumb as fuck. But peep this. This is why it's dumb. Check us out. Ready?
I totally live
Ready?
my life. Like,
Put the fucking.
that's literally how I live my life. Like I just need the information I need to know to exist.
That's all we need, bro. Bro, you take the koala, you put the fucker in a tree, right? And he'll eat his fucking eucalyptus, whatever tree, right? Eat that shit. Nom, nom, nom. Right? But then you take it and you take the leaves and you put it on a plate for him and you say, here's some leaves. It goes, I don't know what that is. And it won't eat it. It's just confused by the leaves. They're like, what the fuck is that? It's not on the tree. So it must not be food. That's how dumb that shit is. Imagine this. You put it in a cage and put the fucking leaves all over the floor and put it in there and it'll fucking starve to death. That's a dumb fucking animal. Have you seen, bro, what level of stupidity?
Okay. First of all,
Like,
it just needs to know that it gets its food from a tree.
It gets the food from the tree. It's like it's McDonald's. Like, it doesn't want to see the cow get slaughtered. It doesn't want to know it doesn't want to understand the food.
Yeah. For someone who like lives like a very simple life and lives by like, why can't that koala just be a koala and just like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck, man. Evolution should fuck that thing up because I mean, it only eats that one leaf and it can't eat it off the floor. That's just dumb as fuck, bro.
Are they endangered?
I fucking hope so. Holy shit. I fucking hope they're endangered, bro.
I hope they are endangered, bro.
Dude.
Because these motherfuckers, are they an endangered species, Green Man?
We're gonna learn a lot today. We're learning a lot about koalas, guys.
I'm looking on here. Koalas.
Which is a fucking bunch of them shits. I hope that fire took out a bunch of these little fuckers.
I haven't seen it. There's nothing about them that says they're listed as a vulnerable species.
Mm-hmm.
Vulnerable species. It's
See what
been
I'm saying?
classified, categorized as likely to become endangered unless the
Nice.
circumstances that are threatening its survival and reproduction improve.
Well, you can't they can't even fuck with two vaginas, bro. You see what I'm saying? Dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
Dumb.
come on, man. Leave a koala
Bro,
alone, dog.
no. I have one more.
Go ahead.
I have one more
Tell me
fact.
how I'm stupid again.
No, I have one more. Oh, yeah, I forgot you're a koala representative today.
That's correct.
So peep this. Ready? Have you ever heard a koala?
Like make a noise?
Yeah.
No.
Well, guess what, my friend? I have fucking koala sounds for you. Are you ready for the most beautiful thing you've ever heard?
Okay, can you please put it up to the microphone?
Ready? This is what this cute little animal with his all the intelligence in the world over here and his double vagina sound like.
Well, there's a lot of...
You hearing this fucking bullshit?
I mean, like...
That shit looks gross, my nigga. Look at this. They're like, bleh, struggling.
Bleep that
Show
out.
to the-
Bleep that out. He said-
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Hey,
bleep
look at this
that
shit. Bleh. Oh, so sexy. And this is the animal. Women, oh, so cute. It's so cute. You see that? It hugs a tree. Oh, you're so pretty.
Oh, leave it alone.
Oh, look at your two vaginas. Fucking idiot.
Okay,
That shit's dumb as fuck, bro. That shit needs to
man,
die.
I love
it
that you
has
hate
to die.
koalas.
It has to die. I hate. You know what's funny? Koalas sound like what a sloth looks like to me. I think a sloth is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm talking about? The slow little fucking like ugly fucking like that
It's
shit.
not
That shit needs to
ugly.
die too.
I think it's cute.
Cause you fuck. I don't, something's wrong with you.
I
Fucking
don't
sloths
understand
are
why you
ugly
hate
as
these
fuck.
Animals that hang out
Sloths
in trees,
are
bro.
so fucking boot. They're slow as fuck. They're ugly as fuck.
They're
And
from
they probably
Madagascar. Are they
sound
from
like
Madagascar?
koalas.
No, they're from Madagascar. They don't need to be quick. Like they could just.
They could just walk around all slow. Oh, I'm just gonna slowly eat this fucking tree.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing, bro. That's just ugly as fuck. And I hope a bird, like, just like a big predatory bird, just starts fucking eating those things up. And those things are like everywhere. That found them like what they're in Costa Rica. They like they walk across the street all slow. They have all these fucking diseases on them, so you can't even like grab them because it's fucking disgusting. Those things are gross as fuck. Fuck that thing too. That shit looks like. I don't know why. It just looks like a hick to me. It has like a little hick haircut. It has a little face. It looks like a fucked up, like a dude that's been like marrying their families for fucking 10 generations, and then a fucking sloth came out.
I've never had anybody be so angry right now at like two of like cute animals.
The cutest animal, because they're not that cute. It's just the reality of things. Should be a
But I
little
think
bit.
that's
We should be a
most-
little bit more like, you know, come
But I
on,
think
bro.
that's
Let's be real.
most
That's just not
animals,
cute.
Though. I think that's most animals.
I know dogs are pretty cute. Cats are kind of cool. Like they got, you know, there's animals that are fucking cute and shit, but those things are ugly
A
as fuck.
koala was cute until it made that fucking sound.
Exactly, and I bet you that shit talks like that all the fucking time,
the
and
way,
people just censor that shit because
You
they're
know-
because a big koala over there fucking trying to block big koala trying to block. Yeah,
conspiracy,
yeah, they're over here trying to sell cute shirts and shit and trying to be like, oh, let's save them and trying to get money. Trying to get money with their fucking nonprofits with their pussy ass fucking ugly ass koalas. Like just, bro, I'm sorry, I just can't help myself.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to I love koalas. People say I look like one. People say I sound like one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Do you guys know? I thought this was like pretty much the most well-known fact about koalas. At least that's what I thought. Almost every koala has chlamydia.
Oh yeah, they do. Well, I don't know if it's all of them, but they were all dying off because of chlamydia or some shit like that. Like they were basically partying hard. The double vagina shit with STDs, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double the chances.
Yeah,
of getting,
and they probably can't figure it out because they're dumb as fuck.
Jesus. Like I think, you know, it's funny. I don't like when people give credit to animals for being too smart. Like, I hate when people are like, my cat's like a dog. No, it's not. Actually, it's not like a dog. It's not as smart as a dog. Also, dogs are kind of dumb.
Yeah, of course.
Dogs are kind of dumb. They would, if a human wasn't around, fucking dogs.
They just do their thing, bro.
Yeah,
they're
but
just fine. They mind their business.
yeah, but most dogs are fucking dumb, and I don't like that. Like people like sit there and make them think that the animals are supposed to be so smart. We are the apex predator.
Yeah, we should eat everything.
Everything
Must be eating sloths, fucking koalas. They probably taste gross as fuck too, because I mean, it's on a roll, bro.
What is
A sloth, like a koala, probably tastes like shit. I mean, it's on a roll, bro. Look how stupid they are. They sound like shit. They probably taste like tongue.
Yeah, marsupials aren't delicious.
Bringing it back, people. We're bringing it back.
Marsupials aren't delicious. All right, guys. Marsupials aren't delicious.
Yeah, you know,
it's fine.
People eat like kangaroos and shit, right? Like,
I don't know if that's what people do. I don't know. Do people eat kangaroos?
There's way too many of those things.
I think they do, and I think they're.
You like lion meat? Like
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have like kangaroo jerky, kind of like beef jerky.
Huh.
I don't know.
Like I wouldn't.
This is all speculation.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it though. Like, you know how many kangaroos they had? Like so much kangaroos in Australia that there was a thing that you could just go around killing them. Like just kill as many as you can. Go nuts, because they were just out of control.
That's pretty dope. I heard there was
Yeah,
something
you can just
else,
fucking
like
go
rats.
around there and just blast
Rats were
kangaroos.
also abundant.
Dog, like kangaroos are like, it's like that's what the New York rats are eventually going to evolve into.
Oh,
Like
and
that's
those things
the
are deed up
ultimate
too.
version of a rat.
Bro,
Like,
you see how,
but you know,
see how buff those
you ever-
things are too?
You ever seen that documentary
Fucked up.
on Netflix called Rats?
They got triceps,
and, like,
biceps, traps.
Like in New York City, like there's like a like. See, the thing is that the rats in New York City aren't rats; they're nutras.
Oh, Nutras? Is that a Chicago thing? I thought that you guys had like Nutra rat shit in
No,
Chicago.
apparently
Like,
they
they had a big issue.
infested. They infested like the subway because apparently
Yeah,
the
rats
city
the size of literal dogs, bro. Like the fucking size of a fucking dog.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
a
you've
chihuahua,
seen
like a decent sized dog.
Yeah, like they're huge, but they're Nutra rats, and apparently there's this thing called the king rat. Okay, because what happens is, listen, this is actually true. I saw this on 30 Rock.
Hit it.
Okay,
No, the king.
I saw
Yeah.
this on. Wait,
I've been watching it recently, by the way, because
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's
Yeah,
one of the
King
best
of
written
Rats.
shows ever. Yeah. So there's like
The other
yes. Okay. So in this episode, they talk about the king rat. We're like the what a king rat is, and it turns out that I thought it was a joke on the show. And I go to watch this documentary, Rats. And apparently what happens is that in the subway system, because they're all together bunched up, their tails get intertwined with each other and they become one big mobile like super rat. Okay. So that's
It's like the Voltron of rats.
Yes, dog. So yes, I'm not even joking around. This is 100% real. Like this actually does happen.
Power Rangers assemble!
Yeah, I don't think that's it though. I think it would be that wasn't the song. I was a
fucking
Power
link
Ranger
up to
fan.
some shit.
Yeah, that's like Voltron or whatever. I don't know what that is, but it's
That's
not
like
Power
Voltron.
Rangers. Yeah, Power Rangers
Yeah.
was like
It's like Voltron,
Like,
Right.
where they all
big thing.
it's
But
all
they
one
did,
big.
They did assemble. Yeah, they did.
no. So there's a thing called the king rat. Look it up. Tell me I'm fucking lying.
Is he fucking lying?
Tell me I'm lying.
Is this true?
You got to verify my GED in this. But king rats. This is 100% real.
King rats. Look.
Yeah, like king rats. Like it's a bunch of rats to get.
The romantic sounds of the fucking wild. That's it going, hey.
Could you imagine being in like the woods and like you hear that like you're like
shit's-
in the jungle and you think it's like a big
Bro,
animal and
that
it's
shit
just
is-
that little thing?
That shit sounds like it's having a heart attack.
What
Like
do you
it's
got,
a
Green
fucking
Ben?
cheeseburger away.
A rat king is a collection of rats whose tails are intertwined and bound together by one of several possible mechanisms, such as entangling material like hair or sticky substances like sap or gum, or getting tied together. Historically, this alleged phenomenon is particularly associated with Germany. There are several specimens preserved in museums, but very few instances of rat kings have been observed in modern times.
I am so happy about that information.
Rat King, bro. Look that shit up, bro. It's wild, dog.
I want to see a picture of this thing.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rats like intertwined. Like, just imagine like rats all on the outside.
Who decides where they walk? Do they just? Oh, that's fucked. So do they? How do they like? Do they just like walk? It's like who decides which way we're walking?
Well, you know, they got a king rat it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like one of them has to go around like fucking everybody
up. You
up.
ever see Mighty Ducks when they wrap them all up in like the lasso, and then they're like, you gotta work together. Yeah, and then they're not working together and they fall apart. That's what the king rat thing. Somebody's gonna lose a tail.
Holy shit!
That shit's fucking wild, dog. Yeah, and
learning a lot today, guys.
Huh?
Learning a lot today.
Yeah, dude, it's just fucking crazy, man. What else you want to know?
This is
king rats.
I mean, fuck, man. I don't
Conspiracy
know.
theories. You know what's funny? I was just I heard this funny thing, like, you know, like the whole alien thing's popping off right now. Aliens are everywhere every week now. And we used to be big into UFOs like back in the day. Mm-hmm. And every week now, it's like the mainstream media, the lamestream media, as Trump would say. The lamestream media. Fake news. They have a bunch of UFO stuff. So the Pentagon, like every week, UFO stuff's been coming out. Because it was part of the first stimulus bill, or the second stimulus bill had inside of there, which they just snuck it in. They were like, hey, we got to release UFO shit. So the one big argument that people are having right now is that people are talking about like, well, are they real? Are they not real? Are UFOs really real? Like, are we really watching this? Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like viewing stuff, and like at this point, like they're like, we should have already seen something, right? Like with all the technology they have, you work in photography and videos and stuff like that. Yeah. You would know that we would have seen something, like, of course. And like, I'm literally to the point where like the Pentagon just came out and said that they're apparently hiding a bunch of technology, like drone technology.
They said that they basically don't deny shit. And they're like, oh, we can't say it is, we can't say it isn't, and we can't.
Well, like, you have to think about it is that we don't want to say what technology we have.
Yeah, as they America, also say it could be somebody else.
Yeah. So we're just like, a bunch of UFOs.
So I mean, all that's just like saying like, well, it's not this or it's not that. Like, I don't. Like,
but here's the thing is that I'm to the point right now that we've been looking at UFOs for like 15, 16 years.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And I'm tired of it. And like I used to get so excited to watch like you know, like little videos.
Yeah,
and
any little news that comes out.
Yeah, like I used to get so excited, and now I'm so sick of it that I want to get to a point where I want to see an alien. Like, you know how like you take a picture of someone in a car. Mm-hmm. And they're like driving, and like I want to see a zoomed in photo of a little guy like looking down, like yo, shit's wild.
Dude, what if the first alien of all time was like released to the public through TikTok? And it was doing the Jesus Christ. You know the have you seen that guy?
No.
Oh man!
I didn't get. Sorry,
I just want to.
They came out through that guy.
Walk up to an alien and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, tell me about like what's your civilization like? How's your government? What's your medicine like? So what's your technology like?" And then this shit just starts going. And I'm like, okay, sir. Okay, that's okay. All right, okay, gotcha. All right, bud. Okay. All right, go back to your fucking planet. Fuck out of here. I'll keep the cancer. The fuck out of here.
You know what I found interesting? You know what I found really interesting is that, you know how we have like, we just had this pandemic and stuff like that, and it came from like, you know, allegedly. This is actually crazy, because people were talking shit about Trump when he was like, it's the China virus. People were talking shit.
Yeah, because it's still wrong.
No, but check this out. So check this out. So Fauci's emails just fucking leaked, right? Mm-hmm. And it came out, and if you go, I haven't read the emails. I'll be honest.
Yeah, so yeah, that's when my opinion goes to like.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't read the emails, but from what I understand, this motherfucker was like, masks don't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it turns out that when Obama was when Obama was president, because this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We did a bunch of this research we did a bunch of this research. We were doing a bunch of like fucking for like the first like for like about 8 years, like we were doing research. By the way, I just made that up.
I don't know. 8 years sounds good.
Yeah, 8 years.
Say it with confidence.
No, we were doing research because we do research of we create viruses to see how to beat them. You know what I mean? It's essentially what we were studying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then Obama came into president and was like, "Y'all doing what? Hell nah! Shut it down! Shut it down!" So what happened is that when Trump comes into presidency, Trump's like, "Light it up, light it up," and they, instead of doing it in America, they did it in the laboratory
They did
in
it out
Wuhan.
there. Yeah.
And
so there's like American money going out there for all that shit. Yeah.
So what's super interesting to me is that technically, I heard this a long time ago that somebody told me, he goes, when it comes to politicians, when it comes to the world, if you want to understand the world, he said to me, the figures don't lie, liars figure. If you follow the money, you will always find the truth. Okay. Yeah. And so if you follow the money, the United States caused the pandemic in conjunction with China, and Trump was over here like, China, it's them. When he knew, he's like, I started it. Wait, hold on.
By doing
like we kind of lit this bitch up again.
Like
and guess who was the head? Guess who was the head of all of those laboratories and those tests and all that research? King? Dr. Anthony Fauci.
You mean the guy? Yeah, the guy that
he
runs
was
that
overseeing.
Shit? Yeah.
He was overseeing these viruses and stuff like that. So basically, what they're saying is that there's a huge cover up right now that has happened that nobody wants to talk about, and that it turns out that a lot of people that were like shamed and being like, oh, it came, because in the beginning like, it came from from somebody bit a pangolin or whatever, you know what I mean? Someone ate pangolin. And then like when the reality was that it did come from a lab.
They don't know that yet.
They pretty much know. They're trying to find right now.
There it is, dude.
They're trying to find patient Sue.
Yeah, they're trying to find the people that like
the
had
lady,
originally got,
the first
got
lady
it,
that got sick, and of course, man, that she is gone, dog.
Yeah,
China. That lady does not exist anywhere in China. I guarantee you that person does not exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, China's interesting.
yeah, I guarantee you that person does not exist. But right now, the United States is, and apparently everyone covered it up. Everybody's to blame here because
you see how interesting it gets? That's the thing. But like, I don't even know.
No, but it got me thinking about, we're going to Mars, right? Apparently we're going to Mars. This planet's going to shit.
I don't know why the fuck.
Correct. We should just fix this shit. David Attenborough. Watch the documentary. It's fucking phenomenal. Okay. We should just fix this shit instead of going somewhere else, right? But apparently we're going to go somewhere else. Now, what do you think is going to happen with diseases? Like, imagine you go out into Mars. You see a little ant. Ant gets on your suit. You get back inside into the.
My nigga said a Mars ant. Yo.
A Mars ant. Yeah, right. Yeah. You get a little Mars ant. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you're back inside. That Mars ant has crawled into your bed.
All right,
this is not. Can I like? This is not. Alien.
Can we just stop? Can we like? Hey, okay, Mars ants already. We're doing bad.
Okay, wait. Let's just guys.
Okay, hypothetical. Hit it.
Let's just.
I'll take a hypothetical.
That's why Mars is so red, because there's so many fire ants. I guess.
Oh, there's what's happening.
Is that what's happening?
Could you guys stop being dicks and just like fucking
hypothetical?
Like,
I'm hitting. I'm writing it. Yeah, hypotheticals.
And then you get bit by this ant. And you get super no. No, but now what happens is that we are in an environment, we are on another planet, and you got bit by some shit, and you don't know how it's going to react with your body because your body is not from that planet. Yeah. Don't you think
it might not react at all? Because it might be like you guys are from two different evolutionary fucking like spots. Like basically, like evolution has to link you up somehow for that shit to be able to invade your body.
I'm just saying, I don't hear
something
Elon
like
Musk
that, right?
talking about this. Yeah, like I just don't hear him. Like, what happens with diseases out there? What happens? You go in there and you touch that fucking clay with your fucking hand when you're wiping off your fucking spacesuit. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I'll tell
know how
you.
this is gonna
Actually,
work.
you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting, bro? Like the one of the worst things out there, like one of the big issues that they have, if you send people, they have tons of issues. If you send people out there, it's tons of them. But when they're there, they would have to do something where the space dust, like the dust from Mars, not space dust, the dust from Mars doesn't get into where they live because it's so thin. It's not what we're used to. It can actually get into certain places of your body and your lungs.
Is that a real problem?
Yeah. So
Where'd you read this?
I was watching the issues for like basically like
Mars exploration.
Mars exploration, like how we would have to approach it. And these guys were breaking it down. And it's like, yeah, it's not a fucking easy situation. Like that is not.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're going over there to a hostile environment and going, yeah, let's go start civilization instead of going, hey, if we just plant more trees and we take care of our environment. Like I would love for the world to start like an initiative, and this is me like dreaming about like stupid shit that I'm never gonna do because I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
But somebody try this.
Yeah.
Like an initiative like to incentivize people that like to plant trees everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like on your apartment building, like let that shit grow on the side of your building. It keeps the houses cooler. You know what I mean? Like it does a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's little things that I think like as a
like they do in the cities and shit. Like if you go to Singapore, right now, you'll see that they do a lot of interesting stuff.
I don't mean to like harp on
a lot
this,
of European areas too.
Yeah, like I don't mean to harp on like this environment shit, but like a lot of people have like, because we used to be big into conspiracy theories, and the conspiracy theories used to say that they're using global warming to take over the world, and they're gonna make everyone into like one planet. And
Alex Jones said that, but yeah.
Yeah, no. But we heard that version of a conspiracy, like that, like the Green Initiative is a huge conspiracy to fucking enslave the world and make plants like more important than humans. And it's like,
yeah, I don't know about all that, but yeah.
But no, this is one of the conspiracy theories. Like the whole like the Rio de Janeiro in 1994 when they did like the whole like pact amongst all the planets that we're all gonna try to do among all the countries that we're all gonna try to do better and stuff like that to help each other out. But like, yeah, there should be an initiative that like we should be planting. Like I'm right now, like my mother just moved into like this development over there, like out, and they took all this farmland and they put fucking houses on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like all this land that was just like that land that could have just been left there to grow so that we have oxygen in the fucking future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just think that like at some point like we gotta look at ourselves and not sit there and be like we're going to Mars, like, you know what I mean? Like this is bullshit,
like,
dude.
So this is my point of view on that shit. So like when we decided to go to the moon and start any type of space travel, like people didn't want to do it. Okay, so people were like, we don't want to deal with that shit. It's it's bullshit. It's a lot of money. There's people starving over here, and you guys want to fly to space. Kind of sounds crazy, right? But then from that we got like satellites and we got different things that
microwaves.
We have GPS, we have like all this technology, fucking internet, we have all this shit that helps us out. And so what we do is we shoot for the unknown because we get more out of that than the stale shit that kind of sits here. See what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the concept. Like let's say if you can go, the green, okay, let's talk about just the green part. If you can go to fucking Mars and develop something that runs itself within Mars, you can do that shit to any area of the world. See what I'm saying?
I see.
So it allows you, let's say you want to, I mean, Mars is like a desert. You can be at a fucking desert. You can, you know what I mean? That's what they practice for, like the Mars test and shit like that. That's what they build shit in the desert to test that out. So if they put all this money that nobody originally would put in because it takes generations to get something out of it. Governments are willing to put that in. See what I'm saying? So that they can do shit like that and eventually get something out of it. And we've gotten literally like the biggest technology boom and shit. Like after we went to space, like everything changed. Like everything fucking changed.
Yeah, like I completely understand that.
It's for the unknown. We can't. Nobody can really fucking predict us. You can be 100% right. They can go out there. We can fucking terraform the whole shit, and the thing can go to shit, and we can just all die.
I think
it might not matter.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's what's gonna happen. You just told me that there's grains of sand in that can get into
your lungs,
my
fuck you
pores,
up,
and like to my lungs, and murder you. You know what I'm saying? How are we going to breathe it? But once again, we're going over there to terraform a planet that is dead.
They're not gonna terraform that shit.
Okay, and why don't we do that here?
Well, that's Neil deGrasse Tyson shit. He's like, why would you ever? He even says, I mean, think about it. He's big into Mars. He's all about that shit. And he says,
Supreme
like, why
nerd.
would anybody? Yeah, the supreme nerd. He's like, why would we do that? Like, he says that. He's like, why would you go over there and build a planet? So just in case you need another planet to go to. It's like, no, if that was a situation, you will never need another planet to go to because you could just build the one here. I mean, it's just like. It's just like, look, I could build a house and land, but I'm just gonna take all the material and go underwater and make it way harder for myself.
That's what I mean. Like
that's basically what you're saying.
Like I'm all about space exploration.
Yeah.
I'm all about all that shit. But in reality, like I think we definitely need to take care. Like I think the biggest iceberg just fell off of Antarctica like 2 weeks ago. And everybody's like, Fauci's emails. You know what I mean? Like, so this huge piece of fucking salt just dipped into the ocean, and ocean, like, this has never happened.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, guys? Like, you know what I mean? And what's interesting is that they just found out, I think we talked about it on the podcast before, they just found out that in the Amazon, that, like, for instance, like, the Amazon is considered, like, fucking this amazing ecosystem that kind of lets the rest of the world, like, that's where El Nino comes from. El Nino comes from. Like, that's where our weather patterns come from, right? They've come to find out that all the plants that are planted in the Amazon were planted by humans. So that Amazon exists because we did it. So it just goes to show you, I don't know where I read this. Can you Google this? Can you double check this for 2 seconds? Because I'm speaking very powerfully right now about shit that I have no idea, but I'm pretty positive that this is 100% true.
What are we talking about?
That the Amazon is the Amazon was planted by humans. Amazon planted humans. Science. I'm more than positive that they just found this out.
And here's all the Franco's sources, by the way. Joe Rogan.
Wait, what?
No, I read this, and then
Didn't
he fucking
someone
talked
say that?
about it. He
Oh,
stole
yeah,
it from me.
yeah.
Bitch. I read this. Yeah, I didn't hear this on Joe Rogan. Because I barely listen to him now. Like, I barely listen to his podcast because he's on Spotify, and I hate going on that fucking app.
Yeah.
That app sucks.
Hey, you fucked up, Joe.
Yeah, I really only listen to the
clips once in a
the
while.
clips, yeah. And then if the episode's good, then I go, I'll go watch it.
I haven't listened to this shit in a long
Am
time.
I right?
So all I see is this is looks like a research paper. It says it was dated April 8th, 2020, so it came out pretty recently. So
yeah,
it makes sense that
see?
it's now starting to.
Yeah.
The earliest human inhabitants of the Amazon created thousands of artificial forest islands as they tamed wild plants to grow food, a new study shows.
That's fucking insane.
The earliest human inhabitants of the Amazon created thousands of artificial forest islands as they tamed wild plants to grow food. Yeah.
That's right.
I think I just said the same thing twice.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy? Mm-hmm. Which lets you know that I think as humans, like I saw this thing the other day where they're in Italy, I think they built like these apartments where trees and plants grow alongside the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it keeps cooling everything. Granted, the fucking infestation of bugs has gotta be awful. You know what I mean? Like inside your fucking house.
But you know, hey, you know.
But you know what I'm saying? But I think we have to get back to like stop living in like, I'm not saying like I don't want to lose my bed, you know what I'm saying? But like I do think that we do have to get back to like if you would have spoke to me 10 years ago and you would be like, Franco, in 10 years you're gonna be talking about like helping the planet and like glaciers and shit, and like I would have not believed.
Which is usually backwards, by the way. People when they're younger, they see the importance of like helping the shit because you're outside, you're out and about, you're like really loving nature, like you have a different eye for everything because you're just seeing everything for the first time. But
Yeah,
and then
and
as
you
you get
appreciate
older, you kind of stop giving a fuck.
Yeah, that fucking Greta Thunberg fucking autistic.
Yeah, you know
girl.
what's funny? I never watched her speak. I've never seen anything. I've
Me
never
either.
seen anything about her. All I know about her is that the right hates the fuck out of her.
Yeah, she's
They
trying to
just
fucking
hate
ruin.
the fuck out of her. I have
she's trying
no
to-
idea. That's the only place I've
She's
ever
trying
heard
to
it.
ruin fishing. She's trying to ruin oil. She's trying to ruin all the things that we love in America. Okay, guns, everything. That a little girl is a threat. She's the next Martin Luther King. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, yo, we gotta get her fast.
Someone's got to stop her. Where are we at?
We're at an hour. One of the cameras dead, so just I'm on the wide shot. We're good, but for probably like 10, 15 minutes.
All right. Well, we did it, bitches.
Listen to this guy.
We did it.
It's a great success. Just remember what I said about koalas
They suck.
and sloths.
Play that
I
song
mean,
one more time for them.
All those
Let's-
fucking animals,
we're gonna
bro.
we're gonna outro with
This should be
with
our
this how
intro,
much this motherfucker hates koalas, bro. By the
bro.
way, that
But
shit was so
if
funny.
you think that that's cute, if you think that sounds cute, you're a fucking liar.
Listen, you just ruined koalas for me, and I'm not gonna lie. I had a girl in high school, and I thought about this when you showed me that. She goes,
Yeah.
"Franco, I thought you were so cute." Oh no, girl in middle school. Adrian Cesano. She told me this. She goes, "Franco, I thought I was in love with you until you opened your mouth." And that's
You're
when
just like a koala,
dog, literally just like a koala.
and the two vaginas, of course.
Thank you so much for listening.
It's a beautiful sound, guys. It's beautiful.
Listen to
We
the
must
sounds of a
protect it and save
koala.
it, guys.
Our producer, Blake Greenband Woodrow. Thank you so
Fuck
much.
this noise.
I've been Franco Harris.
Yo, I'm just
This
some
is
fucking guy, bro. Look at this shit.
J
This is
Guy,
this is the
Heido.
ugliest shit. Ah, what the fuck? Oh, another fun fact, just because we're here, dolphins always have an erection. Good night, guys.
Good night.